So where did we leave off at? Oh, okay. The end of his partner. Oh, really quickly, guys. So I was super hyped for this show, but I realized that like the episodes, there was just not enough out yet for me to kind of like react to. So now apparently that there's enough to catch up on. Now we're gonna go ahead and jump into this consistently. We're gonna finish it out.
Nobody made you go along with this plan. You needed a truck battery or whatever, and
Yes.
you made a choice. So don't blame me for something that isn't my fault.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that he's just like literally blaming her. I think he's just grieving. She's taking him grieving as him being most likely upset with her. Bro, 10 miles outside of Boston is country?
What are you looking out for?
I mean, I understand the overgrown nature, obviously.
You know, seeing as it's just the two of us, I was thinking I should.
Yeah, nah, don't give her a firearm, bro.
Swallows you whole and barfs out your bones.
Yeah, the game is awesome. Absolutely.
Maybe, maybe not.
No, there's probably nothing there for you
Is there anything bad in here?
You stashed something there years ago, bro. I'm trying to remember actually what happens after they actually get out of the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not go down the deep dark hole. I mean, maybe you'll find something interesting there, but I just don't see why you'd actually want to do that. Guys. Sound design is amazing. Absolutely, guys. That's crazy. Joel, you have to pay a little bit more attention to what Ellie's doing consistently. All right. Guys, the macro details on this characterization is absolutely crazy.
Ellie?
Right. You should have been trying to figure this out a long time ago, bro. All right, gotta do better. I mean, there will come a time, obviously, where she's going to have to be armed, but I don't think right now is really a beneficial.
Holy. How did it even start? If you have to get bit to be infected, then who bit the first person?
Someone that got into the food supply. Probably a basic ingredient like flour or sugar.
It makes more sense than monkeys.
Yeah, I think his explanation is probably the actual explanation. Cause
Dead people can't be infected.
trim the grass before it grows. That's a terrible statement, guys. But guys, that was a great transition, showing like the obviously aged and decrepit blanket with rainbows on it, then transitioning into like the brand new blanket with rainbows on it. That's great job on that. The prepper. What's his name? This guy with the magazine, right? From the game. Joel's like, you can't look at that magazine. I think so. Bill, I think. Phil? Bill or Phil or something like that, guys. I definitely like how they're following the game, like the story, almost perfectly, guys. Except I don't think it was a house. I think it was like a warehouse or something like that. But he basically made a compound. Well, isn't he lucky to have a Home Depot just in his driving distance? Yeah, like he was definitely the smart one here, guys. Like, no doubt. They are definitely changing a couple of things, guys. I think they're making him a little bit more refined than he actually was in the story. Right. Huh. All right, so he's been alone for the last 4 years.
Are you hurt?
It's just a bruise.
This is the guy that he ended up like being with, I think, maybe. And then he like died or something. I'm trying to remember the story because it would make sense. Like, I mean, if he's by himself, he probably ended up staying. So like in the story, they didn't really go too deep. We never met the guy that he was actually with. We never met him. So he was just spoken about, if that makes any sense. Like Joel knew of the guy. It would make sense, kind of like, you know, it would just make sense that they would probably go into more depth, I guess, on the show. And obviously
I'm really hungry. Haven't eaten in 2 days.
And he happens to be like a gourmet chef now. He wasn't before, but now he is.
Wow, does it?
It's the guy from Parks and
First,
Rec.
my name's Frank. Well, Arby's didn't have free lunch. It was a restaurant.
Right.
This is amazing.
I'm guessing it's a hot shower. I think he thought it was going to be something from a can, because that's what would make sense, guys. That's what would make sense.
What the fuck?
Everything tastes good when you're starving.
Yeah, but not like this. My God.
You're pairing it with, let's see. Oh gosh, he knows how to pour.
A man who knows to pair rabbit with a Beaujolais.
Right.
I know I don't seem like the type.
Very sommelier-esque, guys. No, you don't, bro. He doesn't seem like the type. What are you talking about? Right? He doesn't seem like the type. He seems like a super rugged man, prepper. That's generally not the type. You understand? You understand what I'm saying here? He's right. This guy here is just flirting with him. But this guy here, the Parks and Rec guy, Bill, no. He's not the type. He doesn't appear to be like the type, but also at the same time, looks obviously can be deceiving. I would not perceive a prepper to be someone who's also a gourmet chef, personally. Not at this level, at least, right? I mean, you could be a prepper, an amateur prepper, right? Have a storm shelter in your backyard type of thing, right? But not Bill, all right? He knew what was coming. I said, no, thank you. Bro, he better not be good. All right. He better not be good. I'm calling it out. Guys, come on. Listen, I'm all for taking liberties with stories. Okay? I am all for it. But you guys are changing it for real on this one. Bill was not a refined gentleman that played piano, sang, and cooked gourmet food. Okay, he wasn't. I get what you guys are doing here, right? But I feel like they made his character a lot more complex. I mean, he sings well for the end of the world, though. I'll give you that. Because you basically listen. When he just says "I know," I mean they're basically giving him stereotype after stereotype after stereotype. That's kind of where they're writing him in the story. And I think this is also very, very new for Bill. I do think that Bill. Very specifically in terms of the story, he was never with men before this happened. I also think that this happened just because it happened, right? I mean, they got together because they just got together, if that makes any sense, right? I mean, there wasn't really much of the story being told, but it was pretty obvious that Bill very specifically found someone he liked, didn't care about, what the person was, male or female, and just made his life with that person. That's it.
Ask for things? Ever?
3 years later.
why are we even saying that? This
Told you
isn't
guys.
for me. This is for
not
us.
going
Who
nowhere.
cares what they look like? This is my street too. Just let me love it the way I want to.
What's the purpose of it, though?
And I'm.
When he
fixing
says
up some of the
resource
shops.
management, he's not wrong.
Whoa. Not this. Can you not, please?
I respect it. Who are these
I'm the
people
same way.
sitting at
Oh,
my
you're a
table?
paranoid schizophrenic too.
I'm not schizophrenic.
What? Listen. His paranoia is the reason why he's alive. He's also the reason why you're alive. So let's not disrespect the fact that this man actually, was right. Right? I mean, sometimes preppers prep for their entire lives for nothing, until something happens, and then they become the heroes. And unfortunately, in this world, this universe, something did absolutely happen. And don't call him paranoid. Because his well, I guess you can. No. Don't call him paranoid in like a super negative way, because listen, you're alive because of him. The level of flagging
So what, you were
that's happening with that firearm is wild.
prepper or something?
Absolutely, he's a prepper.
Survivalist.
I'm sorry, you may not like the word prepper, bro. It may be derogatory to you, but sir, you are absolutely a prepper. You can call yourself a survivalist, as in you're going to survive regardless, right? But you were preparing. So you're a prepper.
Maybe you are.
I think they're trying to foreshadow a little bit here, guys. But I don't think that he expired from that. I think he got bit in the house. Bro, don't eat it like that. Please don't eat it like that. Ew. The most important thing is making sure that those raiders don't have access to that main house's basement. Bro, how about you get some cover? Oh. No, Bill doesn't die like this, Riz. No. He passed out from the pain 10 years later. Why is he in a wheelchair? Just realized that. Hold on. Yeah, they're both much older, guys.
I'm not fighting about it. Back in
I
bed.
promise you I'm gonna stay up.
Why?
Because this is my last day.
Your last day.
Bill.
Like cancer, maybe?
Bill.
Most likely. I mean, I would say in these type of times, I completely understand.
I will drink it. Then you will take me by my hand. Bring me to our bed.
Like everything is falling apart. So he just recooked the first meal they had together? Yeah, because think about this for a second here. I don't think that he would just allow him just to drink it, guys. Based off of his response when he was telling him the plan, basically. They're both going to go together. And this is not how the story went, guys. All right? This is not how the story went. But I understand. Oh, wait, maybe not. Never mind. Or are you just giving... Well, I don't know, guys. Let me not assume. Or maybe.
I do not support this. I should be furious. It's incredibly romantic.
Today. All right. But how much time has passed? They were really good at telling us exactly how like How much time has passed, so now they decide not to? That's not nice, guys. He recognizes something's wrong.
Yell.
What if they're gone?
No chance. No chance that they would go anywhere outside of that compound. It could not have been that long. With the amount of mold, maybe, guys?
I figured I fell under whomever. Came with this.
The amount of dust says a long time, though.
August 29.
Really quickly. Okay, so they went there, find out that they were expired. So what are they going to get from this, guys?
2023.
They got the car, which is well, I guess that's a
Please do
gigantic
not come
thing.
into the bedroom.
Let me not sleep on
We
that.
left the window open so that I leave you all of my weapons and equipment. Use them to keep.
Oh, Tess is safe. Well, yeah. No battery. No. Bro. He's probably smart enough. Yeah, he was.
My guess is he knows where some of them are out there. Maybe they can get you to wherever this lab is.
All right. Listen, about Tess.
Right. Let's not talk about Tess right now.
If I'm taking you with me, there's some rules you gotta follow.
Never talk about Tess.
Rule 1, you don't bring up Tess. Ever.
Right. You still can't have
This
one.
guy was a genius. Dude,
No.
Yeah, no, you still can't have one for real.
there's a wall of them.
Yeah, but that's not for you. All right? A Walther? You know what that is?
It's your first time in a car?
It's like a spaceship.
No, it's like a piece of Chevy S10, but it'll get us there. I think. Seatbelt.
First time in a car. She just said this. Whew. Well, okay, so here's the thing. So I don't understand why this episode was so long. I'm just going to start out by just giving you all the stuff right now, guys, all right? As of right now, first episode was amazing. Second episode was amazing. Third episode was kind of like, why are we doing this? And the reason why I'm saying this is because, so Bill as a character is not really an important, like super important character. It's almost like picking someone out of, he's important for one thing because they were able to actually get a vehicle. That's probably the only aspect of importance that his character actually has or had in terms of the story. Oh, guys, here's the thing. So I think that there should have been like a lot less of Bill's story because, again, he's really not that important to the story going forward. There's no more Bill. I don't. If they mention him again, I'll be surprised. Okay, so I don't know why an entire episode dedicated to Bill. I'm just gonna go ahead and just say it. I don't know how this episode is being received, but because I don't understand. Again, guys, it's why. I do think that not even first half. Probably the first 10 or 15 minutes of this episode here, great. We're following Joel and Ellie. If they would have kept it kind of like true to the story, I think that would have been absolutely a crazy episode, action-packed, right? Less romance, right? But just action-packed. It's good to know finally, exactly who Bill was with. Great, no complaints here. But just give it to us in like 10 or 15 minutes like the original story kind of did. And then move on back to the actual action itself. This is filmed astronomically amazing, and I think that's what kind of I love the most about the show. Their overall like for example, how they just finished this episode, crazy, guys, crazy good. Like that scene of them just basically pushing out of the window, like that is a crazy shot, and that's super impressive to me, guys. I cannot explain that. It looks great. It was obviously like a dolly shot. It looks good. But again, just to final it out really quickly, guys, we're definitely going to be continuing the entire path of this show now that I see that they have a lot more episodes available to watch. So maybe Sundays, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of putting these out on Sundays, guys. This episode's kind of like, I don't know, finding a random character from like episode 1 and then telling the story of a random character that you'll never speak about again, guys. I don't understand the purpose of this episode this long, at least, right? But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day, and if you guys actually would like to see the full length version of the reaction, it is available on Patreon at the 2nd tier. Catch you guys later.